Okay. Hello. Might be sensible to mute myself. Testing, 1, 2, 3. You'd think after 24 hours of doing this, I'd have it together. How is everyone doing this Sunday evening? Yeah, we're not going to do another 24 hours. Can you imagine? I have just restrung my Martin, so I kind of wanted an excuse to play, and along with the dog barking. So ask me your questions, and I'll try and answer as many as I possibly can. Obviously, super chat actually means that I see them, but no pressure. I will try and see. Coheed and Cambria. Do you know what? I've never actually listened to them. Is that strange? Is that bad? I know that one of my friends from school, he absolutely loved them, and yet I never, ever listened to them. Opinions on Neutral Milk Hotel. Again, a band I need to listen to. Hello from Croatia. Talking of Croatia, I've been doing something today where I have been really tabbing out, as well as doing like chord sheets and lyric sheets for something coming soon. That's quite time consuming, but really nice to do. It's really, it feels like putting a puzzle together. So I've been doing that, and well, one of the songs is Meet Me in Croatia. So if you don't mind the accompaniment with cars outside, then meet me in Croatia and I might forgive you for taking another woman first. A dream destination turned humiliation. At least I already knew of her. I don't know what I'm trying to achieve. It's obvious you never loved me. I could go alone, but you've ruined it so. You'd be a ghost in my footsteps on those streets. You'd be a ghost if I swam in the sea. Meet me in Croatia and I might forgive you for taking another woman first. A dream destination turned humiliation. At least I already knew of her. Next time you could send me a postcard, like the notes you used to leave, saying you'd miss me. You told me I was worth the wait. What the hell happened for you to jump on that plane? Meet me in Croatia and I might forgive you for taking another woman first. A dream destination turned humiliation. At least I already knew of her. I don't know what I'm trying to achieve. It's obvious you never loved me. I could go alone, but you've ruined it so. You'd be a ghost in my footsteps on those streets. a ghost if I swam in the sea. Meet me in Croatia and I might forgive you for taking another woman first. A dream destination turned humiliation. At least I already knew of her. Meet me in Croatia. Meet me in Croatia. Meet me in Croatia, and I might forgive you. I might forgive you. I really miss live performing. There's something about the difference between performing to you guys, obviously either live or like this, and the things that I do in a song, and the little like nuances which I don't really get when I'm practicing. I just sort of like play through it, and I don't know, it gives it some more soul. Carlos, hey, love your vids. Could you please share action measurements? And what is your neck relief? In millimeters, please. I have absolutely no idea offhand. Relatively low action. I obviously want to be able to play the guitar, but not so low that it frets or anything. This Martin is an OM28E, and it was, you know, it's the action is as it is out of the factory. So what I have just done is I've got 11s on here now, Martin's own strings, the bronze phosphor coated 11s, like the really light ones, and they're still really, you know, solid, and they're not flimsy or anything. It just takes that extra pressure off and makes a beautiful sound. And after watching Rick Beato and Rhett Shull talk about strings and stuff, like, I'm actually trying to be a bit more you know, thoughtful about it and exactly what I want. And so on electrics too, I'm going to restring all of mine when I get around to it, with 9s, maybe 10s, but mainly 9s. So some of the guitars will require some setting up. But yeah, so there was another lovely person who had sent a message. Where is it? SERGVT. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Just want to say thank you for your music and inspiration that you give with your channel. Stay safe. Thank you. Music sucks. You like pop music, right? Katy Perry, Camila Cabello, etc. Would you ever write and release a pop record? I would love to hear that. I do enjoy pop music. Would I write and release a pop record? Probably not. But I would happily like write songs for someone else. But it takes a certain tool set that I'm not sure I have, in terms of like hook after hook after hook, and yeah, but you know, so hopefully that answers your question. Alex asks, do you have other activities aside from music? Yeah, I mean, the coolest thing about a YouTube channel is that it means you have to have a few different skill sets. So I obviously love filmmaking too, and video making, editing. That's mainly how I spend my day, more than playing guitar. So this is a nice excuse where I don't have to edit this. And yeah, I love cycling and boxing. And I just bought one of those speed bags that is on a stand, and it like almost hits you back. best lockdown purchase ever. Martin says, a real pleasure to hear you play. Thank you. Guys, it still blows me away that you tune in. I never really want to give any notice, but I think I should make this a regular thing. What's my favourite DAW? Red Chant asks. It's not my favourite, but it's the one I use the most, and that's Logic. And then trying to switch over to Luna, because I've got the Universal Audio Apollo X4, but just again, need a bit more time. I was kind of thinking that I'd have I don't want to make light of it because it's a very serious condition, but sort of like PTSD from doing 24 hours. But this is really pleasant. It feels like coming home, although I am home because we're all home. KB, wow, thank you. Do I plan on beating someone up because of boxing? No, I don't. Obviously, if COVID hadn't been a thing, I was thinking about entering a white collar, but the way that, I don't know, I don't think I have it in me to be able to do that. So I like the training and the fitness aspect, and it just means I can eat more. So, you know, why wouldn't you want to do that? I should probably do another song. What bike have I got? I've got a really, really old Orbea Aqua. It was really expensive to me when I was 22, and I bought it on 0% finance from a cycling store in Bristol. And it was £650, which at that time shouldn't have been spending that amount of money on a bicycle that I didn't know how to ride. I'd never ridden a road bike, but made sure I joined the cycling club at university, and then fell in love because now I've done like thousands of miles on a bicycle, and it's the only thing in fitness that like I can keep doing pretty much every day, whereas running, I always injure myself because I just don't run well and I find it really boring, so I'm just not interested in it. And that's like the biggest thing about fitness, is like you have to find the thing that you become obsessed with, like the culture behind it too. Like road cycling culture is really wonderful, and the history and the athleticism and something like the Tour de France. I am totally geeking out over road cycling at the moment with this weather. And I went out today. I did 22 miles. So Aaron Adams, how about a rendition of Marrying My Dad? Honestly, I'll actually play the song that, well, I'm not going to play the full song, but I played this riff. And Value Select took that, and I remember all you guys, like whoever had seen it first, started posting underneath the video, and I kept looking at my phone and I was like, oh god, I've been memed, which is like the scariest thing ever. And yeah, just turned out to be like this wonderful video that was just a lovely compliment. And that guy, he's like, those guys in general, because it's like a whole crew of them, they are most definitely gonna end up on like SNL. Like, they're just geniuses. Yeah, go and subscribe to Value Select. Like, very, very impressive. I'm going to play a really old song because, again, I was tabbing it out. Actually, before I do that, I want to talk about some chords, because I don't know how you guys feel about it, but when it comes to chord knowledge, I like to think that I have a really, really good understanding of chords. And then one will come along that I'll put into a song. I'll be like, that's beautiful, and just add it in, not really knowing what I'm doing, but kind of knowing the basics of it. This one, so I put my thumb on the 3rd fret, then I don't play the A string, open D string, and then with my first finger I bar on the 2nd fret, and you can hear the suspension in it. It wants to resolve. So this is G, Sus2, sharp 11. That's not catchy. B minor 7, C sharp minor 7, and then just a different version of D major. Is that right? Anyway, it's a cool chord, right? So it really adds colour into it, rather than just... And also it's like a good introduction. I think that chord is a really good introduction into playing with your thumb. And the reason I play with my thumb is because I broke my middle finger because I was road cycling when I was young. I got into there was an accident with a car, and had a cast on my middle finger, had gigs still, and then just ended up playing with my thumb, and then obviously got my middle finger back, and so today is all about Gsus2 sharp 11. So add that into your next song and then send it to me, because it's cool. It's a cool chord. All 4 cool chords. Okay, I'm gonna sing Blues Duet because, again, been working on this. So for everyone who's bought my beginner guitar course, I am kitting it out with even more stuff, because I've just kind of I've been working on the bigger fingerstyle course that everyone is asking for. Thank you. It's amazing to have people actually wanting to learn how I play. I was working on that, and I just realised, I was like, some of these songs are suitable for beginners. They might be a little bit challenging, but I mean, you have to kind of like go for something a little bit out of your comfort zone for you to improve. Cathal, you bought my course. Thank you so much. Absolutely loving it. Chord switching is difficult. Yeah, it is. It is. But honestly, it gets so much easier. I'm adding in, I think it's gonna start level 1 will be the level 1 song will be Blues Duet, because it's relatively simple in terms of chord structure, because it's only 4 chords, and then it's manageable finger picking wise. So I'm going to sing through Blues Duet now, but I'll go through the chords with you because you're all here. Tim, thank you so much. Love your music. Every time I need a laugh, I watch Sultans of Swing. I know. Hey, Mary, show me that riff. Yeah, you guys do a fantastic job. Thanks for all your music and your killer voice. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to do a solo acoustic version of Sultans of Swing, because I've been working on that arrangement, including tabbing out exactly what I want to do with the song. Obviously, that tab will only be available through Patreon, wouldn't be available through any course or anything. But yeah, I'm also really sorry if my internet keeps dying. I have no idea if that's... So, it starts off with E minor, but you only play the lowest 3 strings. B7. And then, this is where it gets a bit complicated, but they're not actually that complicated in terms of shape-wise for your hands, because it kind of feels very similar to G major. But instead of G as your root note, C. So C, second finger on the 3rd fret, first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, open G string, 3rd fret, B string, 3rd finger. And then you just shift that up. I love these colourful chords. And this is D, add 4, add 9. Again, just not a catchy chord name. It would have been nice for them to be like, I don't know, D major plus complicated, you know? I know to all the music theory gurus out there, then I know that you love it. Right. These fresh strings are definitely a little bit out of tune, aren't they? So I'm going to tune as well. People on internet watch women tune an acoustic guitar. Better. Lot of palm meeting. Baby, you're looking at me like you know what's wrong, but you have no idea what's going on. I was in love with you, oh, until that day when I saw you with her, and my heart broke in several ways. Don't you look at me, I'll tell no lies. You led me on, you said goodbye, you left me hanging dry. Charming or tedious, oh, which category do I fall in? You like to push me away, draw me close with those eyes, give me fear to stay. Don't you look at me, I'll tell no lies. You led me on, you said goodbye, you left me hanging dry. Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, power, oh, a firm grip over you, my dear, I love to use it. That's one thing I'll make damn clear. Yes, I can't read your female mind, easily offended and often blind to my love. Your charm is tedious. 'cause you let me on and said goodbye. You left me hanging dry. Okay, so from what I understand, my signal keeps dipping in and out. Sorry about that. I think in terms of name of this live tune, I'm gonna call it like Gsus2 sharp 11 is my favorite chord, or something like that. Let's get a few more questions, and then I'm gonna wrap it up because it's Sunday evening after all, and I have lots of videos to work on this week. I'm really excited. I don't know how everyone's feeling about working again, but I'm sort of like getting back into it after obviously the live stream took a lot out of me. Some of the bigger project videos like the Beethoven video took a lot. So yeah, I'm just trying to like chip away at projects that are going to take a long time, but then they're going to be really, really rewarding. So Ron, Mary, I'm only a recent subscriber, already a huge fan. I love the way you mix singer-songwriter, working musician stuff, guitar playing and gear in your content. Keep on keeping on. You're great. Thank you, Ron. That's very, very sweet. I will keep on keeping on. I promise. So I'm also going to work on a song this week, new song, new release, which I played loads during the 24-hour live stream, a song called Back on Land. And I'm going to do 2 versions. So working with an incredible mixing engineer, and I'm going to produce it here, then send it over to him to mix. He's in California. And then have an electric guitar version, and then have an acoustic guitar version, because I've got a really, really big idea for the music video, and that kind of calls for acoustic guitar, but I love electric, love acoustic, so that is why I restrung this bad boy, my OM28E. So that's exciting. So I've just got like a lot on, and then there is this idea for videos which some of my Patreons will be familiar with, because I've already sort of started asking them questions. I'm going to do this vlog series, and I'm committing it now by talking about it. I want to do a kind of a vlog series where I do a Q&A portion, like focused on one of your guitars. So if you're a Patreon, you can send me an email with a picture, to a specific email, not to my normal email, so I will have to ignore those, but to this specific email, and tell the stories of your guitars, because I've already had some incredible ones, absolutely incredible ones, so that's going to be a really magical thing. So, and then also I'm going to, whether or not people are interested or not, have like a fitness corner at the end of every video, because I go out cycling so often. I film the rides because of security, just in case I get in an accident or something, because you're so vulnerable out on the road, like, you know, and if I get hit by anyone or get into anything, I'll immediately not know what's happened. So that sounds morbid, not trying to be, but I've got all this footage of all these workouts that were really fun and entertaining, and it's all like beautiful English countryside. So gonna do fitness corner as well. So those vlogs are coming soon, because I kind of miss vlogging. Like, I don't have any events to go to right now where I can like go out and show you something cool. I can't go to guitar stores, obviously, and it's just sad. So yeah. And yeah, to William, who mentioned Francis Cade, yeah, I mean, his vlogs have definitely inspired me. I got a Chapman and purchased your course for between work. Oh, thank you, Martin. How long do you recommend practicing chords before moving to the next and then songs? I mean, so I hope this is working, but you have access to the whole course. So you kind of have to judge yourself. Like, you can skip learning each individual chord and being bored out of your mind in that avenue, and you can try and learn those chords via learning a song. And actually, I'm going to pull all the songs in the course to the front, so you could just start learning guitar via learning the songs, because I think that is a great way. But if anything is like standing out to you and you're not grasping it, then you can refer to the other bits in the course. And yeah, I just think it would be a nicer format. But I really, really appreciate everyone for buying it. It was such a, mammoth undertaking, and I just learned so much doing it. So hopefully you'll learn guitar too. Right, I better wrap this up, because I want to leave you wanting more. I'm going to leave this up on YouTube for 24 hours, and then so at about 9 p.m. tomorrow night it'll disappear from YouTube and just be available via Patreon. So if you're a Patreon follower, no panic. If not, then you should think about signing up to my Patreon. It's cool. It's a lovely community over there, and it's actually where I have time and can spend time replying to messages, because everything else is a little bit overwhelming. But my Patreon is obviously it's a smaller community, and really nice. So hopefully my Wi-Fi hasn't cut out too much. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you soon.